Good morning, everyone. Am I audible to all of you? Let me check the audio once again, friends. Just give me a minute. Yes. So I think the audio is also absolutely clear. Good morning, my dear friends. Hope you're all doing good. Welcome to the final session on CMA SFM Scanner Marathon. So today we'll be doing the remaining questions that was pending to be covered from my side, friends. Good morning, Badri. Hope you're doing good. Okay, friends, before even we start, last class when we had worked out, there has been a little bit of a clerical error here and there, which I want to clarify first itself, so that there can be a clarity about that one particular part. Okay, last class we had done all the questions were okay. One of the questions, just one moment, I'll show you that question now. All the MCQs were absolutely right. Yeah, one was question number 3B. So I'll just show you what went wrong in 3B. 3B, there has been a small error in the PV factor that I have taken. So I'll just go back and show you that first. Yeah. Okay, this was the question where I got the answer as 37.16, but your suggested answer was showing the answer as around 40. The reason is over here, when I took the 8th year, okay, I made a small mistake over there. One moment, I'll show you. This one is 8th year is 0.326. So this is also 8th year. By mistake, I have taken the 9th year PV factor. Here it should come as again 0.326 only. So once this is 0.326, all right, then what happens is this answer will slightly change and it will touch around 40. So 71.84 into 0.326 would have been 23.41. This would have become 23.41. And 3 rupees that gone up there, your price would become how much? 40. So this was one small error that happened in the last class when we worked out the question. And the next question where there has been one more interpretation issue was question number 4B. So in question number 4B, let me take that here. All this was okay. Yeah, this question, we worked out the NAV, correct? So we took everything correctly, but in this question, this sentence was a bit confusing. This sentence over here has told, in the AGM, they have declared an interim dividend of 10% and bonus shares of 1:10. So what they have done in the question is they have not mentioned and. So I presume it is interim dividend of 10% bonus share. I read that together. But ideally it is two parts. You have interim dividend also and you have bonus shares also. So when both of these things came together, this interim dividend turned out to be 25,000 into 100 into 10 percentage, 2,50,000. So over here, I need to add that part also. So this question, here I'll have one more cash of 2,50,000 more, 2.5 lakh more. So 129.7 plus 2.5 will make it 132.2 lakhs. Okay, and this when you divide it by 10 lakh, you get the answer as 13.22 rupees per unit. Okay, from that, when you are reducing the 50 paisa dividend, 13.22 minus 50 paisa dividend, when you reduce, you get the answer as 12.72. Everybody clear? So then here what will happen? This will also slightly change. This will become 13.22 minus 10 plus 0.5 divided by 10. When you do, you get the answer as 37.2%. Are you all clear with this part now, friends? All right. So I have clarified these two particular points. Now, can I go to the next one? Okay. So we are done with these two questions, friends. Now we will go and complete of the remaining questions, whatever is pending from my side. Beta, this question we haven't done. Shall we do question number 6A? We are doing December 2023 examination, right? Yes. Ready? One moment. I hope audio is absolutely clear. Video is also absolutely clear. Perfect. Okay. Right. Let us do question number 6A. Okay. That is a question on futures. So friends, there's a lot of data over here. Just for my satisfaction, I'll put this in Excel, but exam point of view, you will have to do it normally in your using your calculator. All right. Let me do that now. All right. Here, cash flow, discounting factor, discounted cash flow. All right. So you have sorry, I think we need to change the name security. Then you have price. Then they have given you number of shares. Then they have given you the beta. So let me put up these numbers A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. Price is turning out to be 349.3, 480.5, 593.52, 734.7, 824.85. 824.85. Number of shares over here will be 5,000. Then you have 7,000. Then you have 8,000. Then you have 10,000. The last one you have 2,000. Okay. Beta will be 1.15, 0.40, 0.90, 0.95 and 0.85. All right. This is going to be your beta. Okay. So once these points are clear, then from this, friends, what we can do is we can actually find out the market value, correct? We can find out the market value. So the market value for the first one will turn out to be this into 5,000. These are going to be the market value. Everybody clear? Okay. Once you get the market value, based on the market value, we can find out the weights also, correct? Weights. Once you get the weight, now we can find out beta into weight. So when you do this, do you get the answer as 0.8, 0.85 as the answer over here, friends? Perfect. So I think we have got the overall beta right now. So what is our overall beta that we got over here? So I'll just write down over here, which question are we doing? Question number 6A, right? 1 minute here. Question 6A, working note number 1, basic data. Here we have got the overall beta. We have got the answer as how much? 0.85. Okay, everybody clear with the first part, friends? Fantastic. Once you got the first answer correct, let's read the second question. They have asked the beta of the portfolio. So I'll just duplicate the tab so that we can cross-check the solutions given here also, friends. See, they've got the answer as 0.849. That is the right answer. We have got the answer as 0.85. Okay. Now, next question, what they're asking is theoretical value of Nifty future is what they are asking. Okay. Have they given the data for Nifty future? They have not given on the top down. They would have given. We'll just read and see. Okay. Theoretical value of Nifty future. But for that, S0 into Nifty 0 has to be given. But I don't see the data somewhere over here. Let's see. So far not given, we'll check. It must be given somewhere down. Okay. The number of contracts the investor needs to sell to get a full hedge. Okay. To get the full hedge, first thing we need to find out the Nifty future. If he desires to reduce the beta to 0.6 also okay. Fine. I think friends, some data is okay. If the current value of Nifty is 5,900. So theoretical Nifty future price. Okay, to find out the theoretical Nifty future price, they have told S0 of Nifty. The spot price of Nifty is turning out to be 5,900, my dear friends. Correct? Nifty futures have a minimum trade lot requirement of 200 units. Okay, so lot size, I'll come to that later. Down up, they have told that they have a cost of capital of 10.5%. From this, can I find out F0 of Nifty? So F0 of Nifty will be nothing but it will be S0 of Nifty into e raised to RT. Or in other words, it will be 5,900 into e raised to 10.5% is the this thing. And I think for February 2023, what is the opening date? January 1. So it's for 2 months. Everybody clear? Friends, this exact question is done in my ODB book also. I'm not sure if you have attended my class. This exact same question is there. So 10.5% into January 31 days, February 28 days. So that is total 59 days into 59 divided by 365. So that is 1.697. So 0.01697 is what will come. Now e raised to 0.01697 will be equal to 1.01697 plus 0.01697 square divided by 2. Do you get the answer as 1.0171 as the answer? Therefore, F0 of Nifty will be equal to 5,900 into 1.0171. That will give you the answer as 6,000. Everybody clear with this part? This part was little tricky, but this is a very, very good question, friends. So what have we got over here? We have got the Nifty future price. All right, friends, everybody clear with this part now? Okay. Friends, if you're finding this video useful, please like to this video, subscribe to this channel, and please share it with at least 2 of your friends so that everyone can benefit from this. Okay. I'll go to the next part now. So I think once you get this particular answer, I'll go to the next one. What is the next one? Okay, we got the theoretical Nifty future price. Okay, now they're asking, they want to do a full hedging. Okay, and they have told the trade lot is 200 units. So I'll write down the next working note. Action for a full hedge. Okay, the action for a full hedge will be S0 into beta into 100%. Yes or no? So here S0 is going to be 188.54 lakhs. This is one place where people make mistake. People take S0 as 5,900. 5,900 is the S0 of Nifty, not S0 of portfolio. So when I say S0 here, it is S0 of portfolio is what I meant over here. Okay. Into 0.85 into 100%. So let's work it out and see what answer will you get over here. Do I get the answer as 160.259 lakhs? Everybody clear with this part? Okay. Once you get this, I can find out the number of contracts. So point number 1, here we got 6,000 as a number, right? So 6,000 is for 1 unit. They are dealing in multiples of 200. So when you do it with 200, you get the total contract value of 12 lakh over here. Everybody clear with this part now? Okay. 12 lakh. So here I get the total value will be 160.259 lakh divided by 12 lakh. Do I get the answer as 13.35 contracts, friends? Friends, in reality, can I enter into 13.35 contracts? The answer is no. I can enter into either 13 contracts or I can enter into 14 contracts. So I'll write down below that. Practically, I can enter into 13 or 14 contracts. Everybody clear with this part now? Fantastic. Okay. So that is the answer that I have to give it over here. So I think we are done with this also. Now they want you to reduce the beta to 0.6. So I'll write down the next working note. Action to reduce the beta to 0.60. To 0.60. All right. Now, for this, I will first put current beta. What is the current beta? Everyone tell me. Is it turning out to be 0.85? Point number B will be desired beta. So the desired beta is 0.6. Therefore, you get reduction in the beta that is turning out to be 0.25. Then I will write down S0. So what is the value in the spot market? 188.54 lakhs. Therefore, value to hedge will be 188.54 into 0.25, that is 47.135 lakhs. Therefore, number of contracts that we are looking at will be 47.135 lakhs divided by 12 lakh. Do you get the answer as 3.92 contracts over here, friends? Is everybody clear with this part now? So that is how you reduce the overall beta to 0.6. Friends, here they have asked you, how can the number of future contract the investor should trade to reduce the beta to 0.6? I can also do the same question. Now that's not asked, but still I would just like to show you. We can do it if we can introduce RF also. So I'll just show you how that answer will come now. Reducing beta to 0.6 if RF is introduced. If RF is introduced. Everybody clear? So now, in that case, I'll put an equation like this. 0.85 is the overall beta into some weight. Plus, for RF, the weight is going to be 0. 0 into 1 minus weight, overall should give you the beta as 0.6. Or in other words, 0.85 weight is equal to 0.60. Or in other words, weight will be equal to 0.60 divided by 0.85. So do you get the answer as 0.705 over here, friends? Correct? Or in other words, right now your total portfolio is 188.54 lakhs. Out of this, we can retain 0.705 in the portfolio. That is 133.08 lakh. This you retain in the portfolio. Whatever is the balance coming in, that is 55.45 will be your balance amount, correct? This balance amount you invest in RF. Like this also if you do, you will be able to reduce your beta to 0.6. Are you all clear with this part now, friends? With this, we are done with this question. Yes, friends. Are you all comfortable so far? Friends, I have launched my updated recorded lectures exclusively for CMA SFM. So what I have done is we have done recorded lectures for CA Final AFM. Of that, 85 to 90% syllabus are the same. Whatever difference is there, leasing versus borrowing, all those areas has been separately incorporated, and the past question papers have also been incorporated. So that way the recorded lectures are now exclusively there for CMA SFM. Please pass on this information with your friends also. Okay. All right. Can I go to the next part now, friends? Perfect. I'll go to the next part. Okay. Let us do this question now. This question again, friends, last question paper, what we did, exact question was there. And I had shared with you a YouTube link in which the same question has already been there. But I think this one question, let's not waste time doing the same type of question, friends. I'll just give you the YouTube link once again. Give me one moment. I think last class I had given you already a video exactly of same thing as done. So let's not waste time doing the same type of questions once again. I'll send you the video link once again so that you can always use that. It was in videos part if I'm not wrong. Value of Hansel somewhere over here. Yes. Stock lending scheme, November 24. Yes. Tough questions on RTP May 2022. Yes, this one. Per options hedging. I'm taking this video link. Please save it so that you can watch this video again. I'm putting it in the comment box right away now. Okay. Yes, friends. I hope you have got the video. Just cross check and confirm. Okay. Perfect. So we are done with this question also. Same thing is done, friends. I don't want to repeat and do the same question. You can always watch that video once the class gets over. Now, this is the next question. Friends, this question also I have already done and it is there in my YouTube channel. Just wait. Let me confirm if it is there right now. Otherwise, I'll upload it right away now and give it to you. Okay. Let me just take that video and check. One moment. Whatever is done, I don't want to do it again and waste my time and your time also. You can watch it at your own convenience. Okay, recorded lectures. I think it is. One moment. This is the question, right? Let's just check if it's the same question. We'll just confirm that. One moment. Yes, index JPY 2511.92. And what is the question that we are doing here? Yes, dividend. The numbers are only different. The question UK, Europe, index fund, GBP fund, if you see, yes, same thing, exactly the same thing. INC has invested. So they've put the same thing, but slightly only numbers have been made different. So I'm putting and giving you this video right away now, friends. Just give me one moment. So you can take this video and you can use this one moment. I'm keeping this video as unlisted right now and sending the link to you. Maybe I'll list it off later on. All right. All right. I'm putting this also in the comment box. Please check it and confirm if you have got this video also. All right. So both the videos which is already done, friends, I don't want to waste time doing the same thing. What is not done is something that we will do it now. This is a very, very good question which is not done. Can we do this now together, friends? All right. Let's do this question now. Everybody clear? Are you ready? Perfect. Let's do this question now together. This is a very, very good question on futures. And we have done the same type of question in ODBE book. Friends, we have two types of book. One is called as ODBE book. That is a one day before the exam book. That contains very limited questions. I think 120 or 130 questions. But they cover the entire CMA SFM. Other book is what we call it as the Mastery book. Mastery book covers 500 questions, friends. So my recorded classes are done using both Mastery and ODBE. But for the exam preparation, always ODBE book is much better. If any one of you wants the ODBE book, just WhatsApp me. I hope my WhatsApp number is also given over here. I will arrange the book for you. Okay. Now let's go to this question. This is one of the ODBE book questions. It's a very, very good question. Question number 7B. December 2023 examination. Okay, right. Working note number 1, basic data. Basic data. Okay, Swadeshi, an export oriented unit, invoices in the currency of the importer. It is expecting a receipt of 2,40,000 USD. 2,40,000 dollar. Everybody clear? The following information is also available. Contract size is 6,40,000. 6,40,000 rupees. Friends, this contract size is given in rupees, but the receivable is in dollar. This will make your life miserable. Next thing. Down they have given you the spot rate. S0 is 0.0125 dollar bar rupee. This is receivable on 1st August. Okay. For the export on 1st May. So how many days are there? May, June, July, 3 months. Duration is equal to 3 months. Everybody clear? Next thing. Okay, so now next part, when you come down, what do you see over there? 6,40,000 is the okay, I think we put the contract size. So now tell me, 1 month forward is relevant or 3 months forward is relevant, friends? 3 months forward is relevant. So I'll write down over here 3 months forward. That is 0.0123 dollar bar rupee. Everybody clear? Currency future for May is given, for June is given. Which one is relevant for us, friends? Food is exported on this thing and it is happening on 1st August. Why have they given May and June? They should actually give the future rate should be given for this thing. What do you call it? For 1st August. But they have not told anything like that. They have only given May. Ideally, when they say May means it is a future rate for May and June means it is a future rate for June. I think that's a correction. See, they have given August over here. This should be August, I believe. That's made a mistake when they have written. Okay, it should be August. So I'll take this as the F0. F0 is equal to 0.0125 dollar bar rupee. They have given the exchange rate also separately, friends. Okay, now down they have given you the margin for August. What is the margin for August? Margin for August is 26,000 rupees. Everybody clear? Now, next thing, they have given you the interest rates also. Interest rates for August is given as how much? 8.5%. All right. So I think once you're done writing till here, down they have given you the spot rate on the expiry. I'll call it as S1. That is given as 0.0126 dollar bar rupee, correct? And they have also given you the future rate as 0.0125. $0.0125 bar rupee. Everybody clear with this part? So they have given you the full data over here, friends. I hope you're clear with all the data that is available over here right now. Perfect. Now, once you're clear with this data, I will go to the next part, working note number 2. What are the options they are asking? You can solve it using forward, future, or no hedging. So I'll write down amount payable using forward contract. This one is very, very easy, friends. What is the dollar that is receivable by you? Can you tell me? How much is a dollar receivable? $240,000. Point number B, I just need to put the 3 months forward rate. Everyone tell me what is the 3 months forward rate that is available. I have put in the question already. $0.0123 bar rupee. So when I put it like this, what will be the rupee that will be receivable by me? Can you tell me? Do I get the answer as 19 lakh, 51,000? Sorry. I'll get the number as 195 lakh, 12,195 rupees. Is everybody clear with this part now, friends? So that's how we get the first answer. All right. Now we have got the answer under forward. Second one is future. Third one is no hedge. No hedge is easy. Let me do that first. So I'll write down the next working note. Amount receivable under no hedge. Amount receivable under no hedge. All right. Can we do this together now? Now over here, I'll write down point number A. Dollar receivable. So what is the dollar receivable over here again? Can you tell me? $240,000. Point number B. Forward rate. So what is not forward rate? Now we are going for no hedging. So no hedging would mean I'll put the one as S1. S1. So how much is S1? Everyone tell me. 0.0126. So now what will happen? 2,40,000 divided by 0.02126. When you do, you get the answer as 190 lakh 47,619 rupees will be your answer. This will be your rupee receivable. Are you all clear with this part now, friends? All right. So I think we are clear and we are done with our no hedging part also. Now I will go to the next one. Next to working note heading will be amount receivable under futures. Under futures, friends, is it a receivable or is it a payable? It is a receivable. If it is a receivable, we actually have 4 steps. What are the 4 steps? Number of contracts you have to find out. Then you will sell future. Then you will buy future and then you will sell spot. So I'll write down over here step number 1. Number of contracts. Okay. So to find out the number of contracts, first I will write down dollar receivable. $240,000. $240,000. Now, the second part, what they have given over here is, one moment. We need to write down the F0, 0.0125. F0 is equal to 0.0125 dollar bar rupee. Therefore, can you tell me what is your rupee receivable over here, friends? Do I get the answer as 192 lakhs? Now tell me, friends, what is going to be my contract size? My contract size is 6,40,000 rupees. So when I do like this, what is the number of contracts I get over here, friends? Do I get the number of contracts as 30 contracts? Fantastic. Once I get 30 contracts, I will go to step number 2, where what will be my next step? I will sell future. So when I sell future, how much will I sell now? It will be $240,000 divided by 0.0125. So when I do like this, do I get the answer as 192 lakhs? Then I'll write down step number 3. After you write sell future, then I'll go to do buy future. Okay, buy future. So when I do buy future, I will be cancelling the contract now. So $240,000 will be bought at F1. What is F1 now? 0.0125. Oh, is it exactly the same? 0.0125. Fantastic. $0.0125 bar rupee. It will turn out to be exactly 192 lakhs then. Friends, in that case, let me just go to step number 4. My gain or loss will become exactly 0. Okay, so then I'll do step number 5. What will I do? I will sell spot. We'll cross check the answer with your suggested. Okay, let's cross check if there is some other difference that is coming in. We'll just double check that. But let me do this first. So here it will be 2,40,000. Hold on. Divided by 0.0126. Divided by $0.0126 bar rupee. So I'll get the answer as 190 lakh 47,619. So this will be the final amount because the gain or loss is not there. This will be the amount received under what contract? Under futures contract. Friends, let's cross check and see if I have made some interpretation error. We'll confirm it now only. Let me take the one. Forward contract 195 lakh 12,195. Shall we check? 195, 12, 195. This part is correct. Next one, 190, 47, 619. 190, 31. So it's almost rounding off difference only, friends. Last one, 190, 47, 619. 190. Hold on. Sorry, no hedging. I took the heading wrong. No hedging is 190, 47, 619. It's exactly the same. Exactly the same. 190, 47, 619. Okay. Next one, when you go under futures, I got the answer as 190, 47, 619. 190, 31, 044 is what they have got. Here they have got, I have got 1,90, 47, 619. Okay, friends, let me just do one small adjustment. Because your question is not clear or maybe I interpreted it wrong. Here they have given you the future May is given. Ideally, they should not give May. They should give futures for August. So there are two things, friends, what you need to understand. Contract entered on, contract entered for. Ideally, the sentence should be contract entered in May for August. Or contract entered in June for August. That is one interpretation. Second interpretation is contract entered for May, contract entered for August. So I'll just take this 0.0126 and try doing it. Let me see if my answer changes if I do it that way. 0.0126. If I take that 2,40,000, I'll get the number completely different. Okay. I'm just doing it, friends. So we'll just not here. I'm doing it separately. So we'll just check if using that whether I'm getting the answer because that's the only one interpretation difference that I have taken. I have taken this as F0. I just want to check if we take this as F0, will my answer change or no? That's what I'm trying to check now, friends. One moment. I'm taking a fresh page. Okay. We'll do a reworking of futures if this 0.016 is the amount written. So number of contracts, first I will write down dollar receivable. So what is the dollar receivable? Is it turning out to be $240,000? Am I right? Point number 2, let me take F0 as 0.0126. Don't write down this. I'm just checking it. If our answer matches with your suggestion, then maybe we'll say that this is the correct answer. If it doesn't match, whatever we did earlier was the best option. Everybody clear with this part? But hold on. They have got the number of contracts needed as 30. Wait. Number of contracts they have given up as 30. So then it is correct what we have done. Whatever we have done is correct, friends, 30. So in that case, if you do it as 30 contracts, you get 0.0125. Down you have F1 is 0.0125. It will become nullified. Then your spot rate will be 0.0126 is your S1. 1,90, 47, 619. They have clearly given the number of contracts needed is 30. So what we have done is correct only, friends. Let's not create any confusion for you. This is the right answer. It's just a rounding of difference that they have got compared to what I have done over here. Everybody clear with this part, friends? All right. So we are done with this question also. All right. Now, 8 is the theory question. That's it. We have done with this, is it? Okay, one moment. One capital budgeting question was pending, right? We'll do that also and we'll wrap up today's class. All right. So with that, we'll be done with this question paper also completely. Okay. This is the last question to be worked out, friends. Are you all ready? Shall we do it together? Just one point. Is there any, just comment and tell me, are you facing any background noises coming? Yes or no, just tell me, okay? I'm using noise cancellation, but there is some construction going on. So there is some noise coming from there, but I'm not sure if it's coming in the audio. Just comment and tell me whether you're facing any noise disturbance from the background, just for me to understand, okay? Yeah. Question number 2A, December 2023 examination. Working note number 1, basic data. Working note number 1, basic data. Prantik Limited is considering replacement of its existing machine. So, it is a question on replacement of existing machine. All right. Replacement of existing machine with a new machine. The purchase price of the new machine is 36,40,000. Purchase price is 36,40,000 rupees. And its expected life is 8 years. Expected life 8 years. Okay. Now, company follows straight line method of depreciation on the original investment. Straight line method of depreciation is used. Okay. Scrap value is not considered. So scrap value is 0. Other expenses are given below. Installation charge 14,000. Consultant fees paid for his advice to buy the new machine. That's also a part of the initial cost. Additional working capital. So 14 plus 7, 21,000. Installation, you get the answer as 14,000. Then you have consultant fee. Consultant fee is turning out to be how much? It is turning out to be 7,000. 7,000. And next one, additional working capital required 23,800. 23,800 rupees. Now this is released after how many years? Released after 8 years. Everybody clear with this part now? All right. So once you are done writing with the basic data, down they have given you the WDV of the existing machine is 1,06,400. I'll continue here itself. Existing machine is 1,06,400 and the cash salvage value is 17,500. 17,500. The dismantling of the existing machine would cost 6,300. Dismantling would cost 6,300. The annual earnings before tax but after depreciation from the new machine would amount to 4,41,000. 4,40,000, the annual earnings before tax but after depreciation. Okay. From the new machine, so that is 4,41,000. Earnings from new machine before tax but after depreciation is 4,41,000. All right. Company's tax rate is 35%. I'll just put that over here. Tax rate is 35% and the cost of capital is 13%. Okay, so let's read the question once again. They want to replace the existing machine, purchase price, the life, SLM depreciation. Apart from the purchase, they have the installation cost of 14,000. Then they have consultant fee 7,000 and additional working capital is 23,800. Released after 800. WDV of the existing machine is 1,06,400. Its salvage value is turning out to be 17,500. Dismantling cost will come to 6,300 will be the dismantling cost. And the earnings of the new machine will be 4,41,000. Everybody clear so far? With this data, they want to analyze the annual cash savings and the present value of cash inflow. So basically, they want to find out the NPV and say whether it is viable or whether it is not viable. That is what they are asking over here. So point number one, we'll find out some hidden information over here one by one. Okay. So I'll now write down working note number 2, analysis. In this Roman number 1, we have the working note number 2 is what? Analysis. So here, friends, we already have the purchase cost and we have the life. Purchase cost, first thing what we will do is purchase cost will not be alone the buying cost of the machine. Along with the buying cost, what we have to do? Along with 36,40,000, we will have to add 14,000 plus we will have to add 7,000. That will be 36,61,000. This is the total cost. What is the life that they have told over here? Is the life turning out to be 8 years? And they have told to ignore the salvage value. So according to me, that will be 0. Therefore, what will be the depreciation that you will get over here? Will you get the depreciation at 4,57,625? Everybody clear with this part now? Fantastic. Once you get the answer as 4,57,625, wait. Yes, correct. Next part is, so this is the analysis of depreciation. Okay. Now I'll write down the next working note. Okay. Now along with this, they are also having salvage value. So I think we have considered this. We are done with this. We are done with this. This also done. Working capital will come in year 0. That we don't have to do it as an analysis part. We'll do it in the NPV calculation. WDV of the existing machine is given now. So I'll write down over here WDV of existing machine. So what is the WDV of the existing machine? 1,06,400. Point number B, salvage value. What is the salvage value? Everyone tell me. Is it turning out to be 17,500? Okay. Now, apart from this, even though WDV is 1,06,000, you are getting 17,500, but to dismantle, you have to pay 6,300. Am I right? So what will happen is from the 17,500 you get, 6,300 is gone. Your net salvage value that you get in your hands will be only 11,200. Everybody clear? Once you get that answer, 1,06,400 minus 11,200, you are making a loss of how much over here? 95,200. On this loss, what will you have, friends? You will have a tax advantage. Okay. Tax advantage. What is the tax rate they have told over here? Is it told as 35%? That will be 33,320. Okay. So I will get this also in my hands, plus I will get this in my hands. Do you get the total as 44,520? So in year 0, I will get salvage value is what I'll get today. This I will receive and I will buy the new machine. Okay. So for new machine, I'll be paying how much? 36,61,000. After this, once I do this, I will get this money, this 4,41,000. What they have told, is after, before tax, but after depreciation. So I'll write down the next working note. Next working note. Analysis of in between cash flow. Point number A, earnings before tax, but after depreciation is 4,41,000. Am I right? From this, I will have to reduce my tax advantage. Will I get 1,54,350? Once I reduce this, I will get earnings after tax. Will I get the answer as 2,86,650 over here, friends? All right. So this after I get, what will I do? I will add back depreciation. So how much is the depreciation I got? 4,57,625. This I will add back. So once I add this back, I will get my cash flow after tax. 7,44,275 will be my cash flow after tax. Everybody clear? Let's go back and check if we have missed out on any of the information that is given over here. We have got one by one. Let's go and check. We took the purchase cost, live installation is considered, consultant is considered, working capital will consider it separately. Tax rate we have considered, WDV, salvage value, dismantling, 4,41,000. Everything is considered, friends. So now I need to go and find out the NPV. So I'll write down the next working note heading, NPV, or the full form is what? Net present value. Okay. Year, cash flow, discount factor, discounted cash flow. Year 0, what will happen is I will have to pay for the machine. So how much will I pay for the machine? 36,61,000. Okay. But I will sell my old machine. I'll get 44,520. So I'll get 36,16,480. Along with this, I will also get the working capital, 23,800. So 36,40,280 will come. This will come in year 0, correct? All right. I believe everybody is clear with this part. Okay. Now, let me go to the second one. 1 minute. One moment. All right. So I think this part is clear, right? So I think we have got the analysis part. Gokul, I'll get back to you. Thank you for the feedback. I'll get back to you very, very soon. Let me finish off this question. I think that part we'll check it after that. Okay. Right. So I think we have done the analysis part. We have done the initial part. Now I'll go to the year 1 to year 8, right? What is the life they have told? 8 years. So for these 8 years, I will be getting 7,44,275. 7,44,275. At the end of year 8, I'll get the salvage value back. That is 17,500. Discounting factor is how much percentage, friends? 13%, right? .376, 4.79. So 36,40,280. $35,65,077. 6,580. I'm getting the NPV as minus 68,623. NPV negative. I should reject the project, friends. Can I just cross-check this with your suggestion and see, friends, if there is anything that is left out? Gokul, I think your point is valid. I'll come back to that once I'm done with this question. Okay. They have found out the NPV of cash outflows as 37,90,480. That's all they have given over here. Is it 37,90,482? 35, 65, 077, 65, 35, 71, and here you get 36 lakh 40. Net present value of cash outflows is given. That's all. They haven't given anything else over there. What is the question asking? Annual cash savings and present value of cash inflows is what they are asking. Friends, the answer has gone in a different route. I think we have done it more correctly. We have got the NPV. You spent 36 lakh today. Then from year 1 to 8, you get this kind of an answer. So your NPV becomes negative. So if it's negative means what? Should I replace the machine? Yes or no? The answer is no over here, friends. So we are done with this question also. Gokul, a very important point. Thank you for letting me know. I have done futures correctly. As you rightly said, I believe, left out on that one part of, 1 minute. I have done till sell spot. I should have considered interest on margin. That is left out is what I understand. Correct? So let us go and do that also. I'll just finish it off with that part. One moment. Question number is which one? 7B, right? Friends, question number 7B, clarification is what we are doing now. So basically earlier when I worked out this question, I forgot to take the margin, initial margin. So 26,000 is the margin. So here what will happen is you have 30 contracts into 26,000. 30 into 26,000, 7,80,000 of fund will be blocked. On this, you will have 8.5% interest. And this interest will come for a duration of how many months? 3 months. Into 3 by 12. So, this into 30 into 26,000 into 8.5% into 3 divided by 12 when you do, you will get the number as 16,575. So, once I reduce this, 190 lakh 47,619 minus 16,575, you get the answer as 190 lakh 31,044 as the answer. Shall we cross check if that answer is matching with your book? 190 31,044. Yes, friends, it exactly matches. Thank you so much, Gokul, for giving me that feedback. I completely left out on the interest on margin part. Thank you so much. So we are done with this question also. Friends, we are done with this. We are also done with the capital budgeting question that we did right now. Okay. One question is left out to be done. Okay. This question, last class also I tried, but I got stuck in between and I told I will do in the next class. Today also I'll try, but I worked it out last night. This question is very, very confusing. We'll try doing it together. I'll show you the answer. I will show you how it is matching. But the approach of solving, even then it's not possible unless and until we use trial and error method. If you are finding any better way of solving, let me know. I will solve it now and show you how they have got the answer. I will show you the logic also. But still, that solving methodology is still very, very tricky. Okay. So we'll try doing it together, and with this, we'll pack up today's class. All right. Yes. Question number 5A, December 2023 exam. Very, very tricky question. The final answer we will derive, but there is still some confusion left. Particulars. You have smart and then you have growth. Smart and then you have growth. Jensen's alpha. Jensen's alpha 1.32%. 1.80%. All right. Now, here Trenor's ratio is given. That is given as 0.086. And this is 0.093. Okay. Next one, actual return is turning out to be 10.2% and 10.92%. Risk premium. Friends, risk premium is nothing but it is RM minus RF. So that is turning out to be 5% and 5%. Everybody clear with this part? Fine. From this, friends, one thing what we can find out is this actual return is nothing but it is RP. So RP minus CAPM return when we do, we get the Jensen's alpha. So doing a reverse working, I can find out my CAPM return now. What will be my CAPM return? 10.2 minus 1.32, that is 8.88% for the first one, correct? And what about the second one? Second one would be 10.92 minus 1.8, that is 9.12 percentage. Are you all clear with this part? Okay. So once we get the answer for the first one, that is, CAPM is something that we find out. Next, they have given Trenner ratio. What is the formula for Trenner ratio? It is RP minus RF divided by beta. But they have not given us beta. We have RP, but we don't have RF. So with this data that is available, it is very difficult to find out the Trenner's ratio, mainly because the data is not given. I'll still just try working it out for my satisfaction. We may reach a checkmate, but I'll just try. Okay. So I'll write down in the next page 0.086 is equal to RP. I know RP. How much is RP? 10.2 minus RF divided by beta. Yes or no? Correct. Next one is what? 0.093. 0.093 is equal to RP is how much? 10.92 minus RF divided by beta. So let me just try doing it. We'll get it, or we'll just skip it and try it in another way. Okay. So then what you will get, 0.086 beta is equal to 10.2 minus RF, and 0.093 beta is equal to 10.92, correct? 92 minus RF. I hope I have done it correctly. So I'll call this as equation number 1, and this I'll call it as equation number 2. Okay. So once I put it this way, I will just try solving the equation. Okay. So what will happen? I will do equation 2 minus 1. I'll get 0.007 beta is equal to RF will get cancelled. 0.72. Therefore, beta will be equal to 0.72 divided by 0.007. Or if I do it this way, I'm getting the beta as 102. So that doesn't look to be correct. Hold on. Or if I put it in percentage terms, 10.2%. If it's in percentage, it will be 0.0072 divided by 0.007. I'll get the beta as 1.02. But don't take it as a final one, because you get a separate beta for smart. You should have a separate beta for growth. So ideally what should happen is, from this parameter, we should not find out the beta. From this parameter, we are supposed to find out the RF. Okay, hold on. We can't find out beta because there are two betas, but there will be only one RF. So I think I have a better strategy. What I can do is, I can multiply 1 with, hold on, into 1.0813. If I do it like that, I'll get a different number down. So when I do multiply with 1.083, this will become 0.093 beta is equal to this into 10.2 will become 11.03 minus RF will now become 1.08 something, correct? 0.093 divided by 0.086. This 1.0813 RF will come. So this will become the new equation. I think this is better. If I put it like this, so I multiplied with the common parameter and I got the RF. Now what I will do, I will subtract. So when I subtract, beta will become 0. So indirectly, what will I get in that case? 11.03 minus 10.92 is equal to 0.11 is equal to 0.0813 RF. Therefore, RF is equal to 0.11 divided by 0.0813. Let's pray we get the answer this way. If I do it this way, I'm getting the answer as 1.35. But that is not the RF. What I have done is correct. I have taken the Jensen's alpha, 0.086. I have got a 0.2 minus 10.2 minus RF by beta Yes, then the equation I shifted this over here. That part was also correct. So I got this and here I got this as a number. Then what did I do? I shifted this, I made it 0.093. So automatically this also changed, this also changed. That was also correct. Once I did like this, beta got nullified. So I got 0.11 is equal to 0.11 percentage, right? This is 0.11 percentage is equal to 0.0813 RF. So 0.11 percentage is 0.0011 divided by 0.0813 will give you 1.35% is what I'm getting as RF using this method. This is one method. Let's just go and check the suggested answer. That is not the answer. If I'm not wrong, we'll just check it. What is the question number? They got the RF as 7% and they got beta as 0.37, 0.42. I don't think we got any of those numbers also earlier, right? When I tried doing the beta part, no, even then we did not get it. So we'll keep this pending. I mean, not like this. I'll not do this part. We'll try in a different way now. The different way is we have CAPM. What is the equation for CAPM? RF plus beta into RM minus RF. Am I right? So that is the next way how we can try it out. I'm trying it that way also, but even then we reach a checkmate. 8.88% is equal to some RF plus beta for smart into RM minus RF we know is how much? It's 5%. Everybody clear? Same way, 9.12% is equal to RF plus beta into, again you have the RM minus RF is exactly constant. Am I right? RM minus RF will be how much? 5%. So when I'm trying to solve it this way, the problem that I'm facing is both are exactly constant. So if I do equation 1 minus equation 2 also, here I'll get maybe 9.12 minus 8.88. I might get 0.24. But that this RF will get cancelled, even beta will get cancelled, it will become 0. So we cannot solve it even this way. These were the two ways how I tried. The third option that is available is put the parameter like this and do a trial and error guess method. Put, RF as one particular constant number and do it, but that's something not possible when you do it in the examination. What they have got is they have got the answer as 7%. So I'll just show you because, if you put 7% here, it is 8.88 is equal to 7% plus whatever equation they have put. Let's write down. They got beta as 0.37. 0.37 into 5. If you just check this, 0.37 into 5 plus 7, you get 8.85. Almost you get the same, but not 100% accurate. Second one will be 9.12% is equal to 7% plus they got the beta as 0.42 into what is it? 5. So when you do 0.42 into 5, you get 2.1 plus 7, you get 9.1. This also tallies. Now, if this is correct, what I can do is I can just cross check once again for, Trenner's ratio. RP I know is 10.2 minus RF 7 divided by beta, what they have got is 0.37. You will get the Trenner's ratio as 8.64. Does it tally? Just cross check. No, they are getting minus. Okay. So basically how they have done it is they would have put instead of RP is how much? 10.2. So that is 0.102 minus 0.05. Divided 0.102 minus 0.007 divided by 0.37. They get 0.086. Is that the right answer? Yes. And the second one would be 0.1092 minus 0.7 divided by what is the beta they told? 0.42. You get 0.0933 as the Trenner's ratio. Just cross check. 0.093. Yes. Ansari, you have given a comment 10.2 minus RF is 8.6. How did you get that, Ansari? 10.2, 1 minute. This is 10.2 minus RF is, okay, let me just write down 10.2% or I'll call it as 0.102. 0.102 minus RF is equal to 8.6, 0.086 beta. This is what you're trying to tell me, right? We tried that earlier. We did not get the answer. Should we try that again and see? We'll try it again, friends, because I need to get peace of mind for myself also. This is not getting tallied. I'm not sure why. 0.102 minus some RF divided by beta is equal to 0.086, correct? 0.086. What is the other equation? 0.1092. 0.1092 minus RF divided by beta of this one should be, so this is beta of X, this will be beta of Y, two different parameters. Am I right? This should be equal to 0.093. 0.093. So when you rework the equation, what will you get over here? 0.102 minus RF is equal to 0.086 beta X. 0.1092 minus RF is equal to 0.093 beta of Y. So you have two parameters. Beta of X is different, beta of Y is different, and RF is also given over here. So there is no way I can subtract beta Y with beta X. That is the problem that we are facing over here. Are you getting my point? I'm sorry. That's why earlier also I went wrong. You cannot do beta Y minus beta X unless you know what is the beta. It's not a constant value. Okay. RF is equal to 10.2 minus, okay, let me put it that way, minus 0.086 beta X. So how do we solve it from here? Is there some other step that we can do it? Friends, let's wait. If Ansari can help me out, it will be a big help for me and for all of you also. So this is a little tricky mathematical question where we are unable to reach a conclusion. But the answer is right. So RF plus 5B is equal to 8.88. How did you get? Is that the second one? One minute. RF is equal to 10.2 minus 0.8. One moment, friends. One moment. 0.086. That's what you would have put 8.6 beta. Okay. 0.086. I need to write down over here. Let me write down what it's giving. RF is 10.2 minus 8.6B. What is RF plus 5B is equal to 8.88? How did you get that number? RF plus 8.6 is equal to 10.2. Okay. RF plus 0.086 beta X is equal to 0.102. I agree with that part. How did you get RF plus 5B is equal to 8.88? From where did you get that 8.88? RF plus 5B. Oh, you have taken the CAPM equation along with that, is it? Okay. So you've taken CAPM and Trenner ratio equation and you have tried solving it. That's a very interesting part. Ansari, thank you so much. Let's try that way. Friends, he's got a very good input. Let's try it that way. So Trenner's ratio is 0.086. So what he has done is 0.086 is equal to some RP minus, sorry, RP is already given. What is the RP that is given over here? 0.102 if I'm not wrong, correct? 0.102 minus RF divided by beta of X. Okay, so we are keeping it this way. And then he has taken the CAPM return. 8.88% is equal to, or 0.088 is equal to RF that we don't know plus beta of X into 0.05. Fantastic. Okay, so this is something that is solvable. So you get equation 1 and then you get equation 2. Fantastic input. Let me work it out based on this now. 0.086 beta x is equal to 0.102 minus RF. 0.088 is equal to, so I'll just rework this, right? So that it can come in the common parameter. So here I'll just keep this on this side. 0.05 beta x is equal to 0.088 minus RF will be equation number 2. Fantastic. Now when I solve it, I will get 0.088, right? 088 if I'm not wrong. 0.086. And the second one is 0.088. Okay, so 0.086 minus 0.05 will give me 0.036 beta x is equal to 0.102 minus 0.088, that is 0.014. Therefore, beta of x will be 0.036 divided by 0.014. 2.57. Did I do it correctly, Ansari? Or did I make some mistake in the final step? 2.57 is what I'm getting, but the ideal beta should be 0.37 over here. 0.86 beta x is equal to 0.102 minus RF. This will be RF plus beta. So what I did, I took 0.088 minus RF is equal to 0.05 beta x. Correct. 0.086 minus 0.05 is 0.036. Beta x is equal to 0.102 minus 0.088 is 0.014. So beta x will be 0.014 divided by 0.036. 0.388. Yes. Yes. 0.388. My dear friends, Ansari has helped me a lot. Thank you so much, Ansari. I have been hitting my brain, but it never struck me that I can use CAPM and Trenner equation together and try finding it out. Now we can solve the remaining part. Thank you so much, Ansari. Thanks a lot for your help. So once you get this 0.388 as the beta, remaining part is very, very easy. 0.086 into 0.388 will be 0.03368 is equal to 0.102 minus RF. Okay. So RF will go on the other side. 0.102 minus 0.33368 when you do. Wait. So we get 0.388. So 0.086 into 0.388. 0.388 is the answer, right? Yes, 0.37. I got 0.388. That will give me 0.03368 is equal to 0.102 minus RF, or in other words, RF is equal to 0.102 minus 0.03368. 0.068 is what I will get over here, or I get the answer as 6.8%, approximately 7%. I'll save your contact. Any doubts comes in, I will be there to support you. All the very best for your June examination, friends. Do well. Let's be in touch. Have a nice time ahead. Take care. Thank you so much.